Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King. And before this series starts, I want to talk to you guys about something. Some of my older series over here and on Anime King 2. I saw that you guys have, shown that you're not really interested in them. So yeah, some of them are getting dropped guys. I'm looking through them right now, that the ones that are getting no views at all, that you guys show that you're not interested in, I'm gonna be dropping some of them guys. But don't worry, because I'm gonna be giving you a new series to take their place. Like this one right here. What if Naruto was a badass leader? Yes guys, part 1. If you enjoy the funny what ifs, I know that you guys are gonna enjoy this one. So just give it a try and see if you guys enjoy. But as I said, some of the what ifs that I've seen that you guys are not really supporting and liking all that much, I'm gonna be putting into an end. So yeah, I'm gonna be looking through them right now guys. But they're going to be replaced, and you're going to get some fresh new what ifs guys. So just stay tuned and tell me what you think down in the comments. So what do you say we get straight into this? Start the intro. Naruto Uzumaki awoke with a groan. He felt like crap. What the hell did I do last night? Something under the covers of his bed shifted and moaned a bit. Naruto pulled up his sheet and looked at the red-haired woman that was clutching onto him. "Oh right," he said. "Where's the other one?" The door slipped open as Naruto looked up, looking to see his other bedmate. But what he saw did not bring any feeling except for pure, unadulterated fear. "Rumiko," he said. "Morning," she said. She was prim and proper. She was in a blue yukata with stylish glasses. "It's 10," she said. Her tone was calm. "Get your ass out of bed." "Did we sleep together last night?" said Naruto. "Don't be stupid," Rumiko said. "If you're looking for your cuddle buddy, I just ran into her walking out the front door." As she noticed the other woman under the sheet. "Two," she said. "Looks that way," said Naruto, as he tried to free himself from the other woman. "Who are they?" "Don't know," said Naruto. "Cute though." "You know, I'm really amazed that you don't have ever seen a STD known to mankind by now." As Rumiko walked over towards the curtains, she opened them as she filled the room with bright light. "Bright," said Naruto as he whimpered, as he tried to take covers under his own covers. "Do you want me to drag you out?" she asked. "Fine, fine," said Naruto, as he climbed to his feet and stumbled to the window. Outside, the village shined happily down in the village, hidden in the springs, as he was a pass-out drunk on the street. "Hey, Yasu. You're in the road," said Naruto. "Thank you, Captain Obvious," the man yelled back. "Are you on another bender?" Naruto asked. "Was that your first clue?" "Smartass," said Naruto. A gentle breeze blew as Naruto stretched, feeling the breeze against certain dangly bits, as Rumiko turned, and her jaw dropped. "Put some pants on, you goddamn exhibitionist." "Alright," said Naruto as he looked for his pants. He looked up towards the ceiling fan. "How did that happen?" he said. "I never bother asking," Rumiko said, "for my own sanity," as he tried to grab his pants, but they were just out of reach. "Considering that you have a meeting with the daimyo today, maybe you should put on a new pair," said Rumiko. "Yuki's back?" said Naruto. "She's set to return later this afternoon." "I told you that yesterday," said Rumiko. "Was I paying attention?" said Naruto. "Obviously not," said Rumiko, as she pinched the bridge of her nose, as Naruto went into his dresser. "Not orange." "Why not?" "No," she said. She shoved him aside and dug through his drawer, as she pulled out a pair of tan pants. "Here." Naruto grumbled as he put on his pants. She pulled out a nice button-down, silk, as she handed him it. There was orange stripes on it though. "Since you don't have anything that is at least not a bit orange, I'll guess I have to humor you," she said. "Thanks," said Naruto, as he heard a exhale. He turned his head towards his blanket where there was another bulge, as he pulled aside to see another woman wrapping her own, the first woman's leg. 3? Rumiko noted. Not bad, she said. But you've done better. Naruto grinned as he scratched the back of his head bashfully. Naruto Uzumaki, leader of the Land of Spring, Hidden Village, looked on with a smile. Today was gonna be a good day. Time skip. Naruto stepped into his office and looked at Dex with horror. What the hell? Well, said Rumiko, several foreigners are requesting business licenses. The orphanage is requesting additional funds for a day trip. The academy is requesting funds for a training trip. There are several job proposals. The Kunoichi League is up for something. And the rest is the paperwork that you have been dodging all week, she said. As Naruto made his way towards the window behind his desk, he tried to open it, but it would not give. As he collapsed in his seat. Why is my window locked, he said. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, said Rumiko. I will not be fooled once again. As Naruto heard his door lock click into place, he could not see Rumiko because the paper stack was so high. Seems like she was gone. Well then, said Naruto, as he was gonna do what he did best, to get rid of paperwork, as he brought his hand up to form one of the few fire-style jutsus that he knew. This one was known as a paperwork no more jutsu. A hand slapped him on the wrist. Ow, said Naruto. Nice try, said Rumiko. That wasn't what it looked like, said Naruto as he shrank into his plush leather chair. If you set your paperwork on fire once again, I will kill you, she said. Then I will raise you from the dead and make you fill out the duplicates. As Naruto sighed, she then pulled out a scroll. This also came for you today. As Naruto looked at the seal. It's from the Kage of the Land of Fire. A letter from Granny, huh? Said Naruto. As he looked towards the envelope, he then opened it. Oh, and I thought that you'd get a kick out of this. A Land of Earth has asked us to assassinate the Fire Daimyo's wife, Kat. As Naruto froze at that. How much are you offering? You're kidding, right? Said Rumiko. You have no idea how much pain that fuzzball put me through, said Naruto. Now, how much are they offering, he said. Well, it's not a bad offer, considering that it's for a cat, said Rumiko. Excellent, excellent, said Naruto. Assign Yasuke to do the job, said Naruto. Okay, hold the phone, said Rumiko. Knowing the way I know that you are, I know that you would take a hit on a cat, but we're not assigning Mr. Explosive to do it. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing, said Naruto. Yui, he called. The doorknob jiggled. Is it still locked? Yes, she said. The door was blown off its hinges. Why the hell did you assign her as your personal assistant again? Simple, if I piss her off, sometimes she destroys the paperwork, and I don't have to do them, said Naruto. I should have expected that, said Rumiko. Boss, said Yui as she came inside. As Naruto stood up in his chair to see her. Ah, there you are. What the hell do you want, she said. Go drag Yasu out of whatever bar that he's in, and bring him to me. I have a job for him. Is he gonna like it, she asked. Probably, Rumiko said. I doubt it, said Naruto. Hearing that, Yumi brightened up. Right away, she said, as she ran off to make her way towards Yasu. What's with that? Asked Naruto as he sat back down, as she seemed happy about causing him pain or something, or put him in a situation that he wasn't going to like. The both of them got drunk and ended up into bed together. Apparently, the fight they had afterwards was rather epic. I see, said Naruto. Why did that sound so weird to him? Wait. Aren't they siblings? Twins. As Naruto blinked at that. Kinky, he said. Now, where are we? A letter from the Hokage, said Rumiko. Oh yeah, said Naruto as he looked down towards the letter that was in his hand, as he accidentally clenched it. Oops. What did you do? As she looked over his shoulder, hearing his tone. I kind of ruined it, said Naruto. Don't worry though, it probably wasn't important. She punched him right over the head. Ow, said Naruto. She pinched a bit of her nose. You know what? Screw it, she said. It probably wasn't important. After all, it was a letter from Hokage, from the most powerful country in the world. So yeah, it's probably not important. Her tone was too calm and nice, as he figured that it was a trap, but he went along with it. Yeah. Her eyes snapped towards him in a murderous gaze. As Yasuke walked in. Hey boss, heard you at the... He paused, as he saw Rumiko on Naruto's decks, choking the daylight out of him. Do you want me to come back or what? I don't know what you think you're implying, Rumiko said, as she got off the decks and straightened her yukata. Right, Yasuke said. So, what's this job? How do you like cats, Naruto said. As one of Yasuke's eyebrow rose. I hate the flurry little pricks. Excellent, said Naruto as he chuckled. Karma is coming for you, little fuzzy. So what do you want to do about it later? Rumiko interrupted, rather loudly. Same thing I do every time something is put in front of me. Something important, that is. Let me guess, procrastinate until it bites you in the ass, Rumiko said. Procrastinate? I don't procrastinate until something bites me in the ass, said Naruto. I much prefer to drink while I'm waiting. As he now had a bottle of steak in his hand. Where did you get that? My stash, said Naruto. I found your stash, she said. I thought a few of my bottles were missing, said Naruto. A few? Said Rumiko. I found nearly 20 bottles. As Naruto pressed the bottle in her hand before pulling out another. Excuse me, she said. Her tone was once again calm. Do you have a hidden refrigerator behind there? Oh, yeah, said Naruto. As Yakuza decided to leave, for now, as this was going to turn out into another screaming match. Rumiko seemed to sigh, as she simply sat on the edge of Naruto's desk and unscrewed the bottle, as she started to sip at it. It's good, she said. Yep, said Naruto. Time skip, several weeks later. Now this is traveling. As Sakura glanced over to one of her Genins, who leaned back in the seat with a smile. How come we don't have these things in Konoha? Actually, the Land of Fire is examining the impact of railways right now, said Sakura. I thought these things were called trains, Haruka stated. The vehicle is a train, said Sakura. The system of tracks they travel on is called the railway. It will be nice to have, another one of her Genin spoke. Her name was Satomi. The third member of Sakura team was sleeping. Pig, Haruka said, as she elbowed her twin sister. Leave Kiri alone, Sakura stated. Even when one of them was asleep, they kept on, bothering each other. Last time I agreed to work with sisters, Sakura said to herself, as she looked through the window and saw the lush green forests. As they were moving towards the Land of Spring. Sensei. Yeah, said Sakura, as she noticed that Kiri had woken up. Who is this guy that Hokage has sent us after? He's a ninja, right? That's right. Actually, he was on my Genin team. So he's old, said Kiri. What was that? Said Sakura. Nothing, Kiri said. As Sakura glared at her for a moment longer, before calming down. Anyway, said Sasuke, Naruto was on my Genin team with... As she trailed off. Why the hell do we have to go all the way out to the Land of Spring? Asked Kiri. He's under hermit status, said Sakura. Means he can go wherever he wants in the world. He's out here studying under a seal master. Why? Said Kiri. Stop interrupting, Haruka growled. I was just asking, said Kiri. I don't know why, said Sakura, as she tried to stop the argument between the two sisters. But he was on her team, said Kiri. Shouldn't you? I don't know why, Sakura repeated herself. As Kiri sunk in her seat, seeing that her sensei didn't want to talk about it. As Sakura stared through the window. It has been years since her teammate walked out on her without a word of explanation. And now she finally get some answers. It's really pretty here, said Kiri, trying to break the silence that has fallen over them. You know, just because everyone is silent, it doesn't mean you have to open that trap of yours, said Haruka. As Sakura simply tuned them out, she could feel the train slowing down. Once they were out in the open, she could hope that the two would stop their bickering. There wasn't a chance, of course, but she could hope. Time skip. Did not. Did two. Did not. Did two. Did not. One more word, and no one will ever find your body, Sakura said. Both girls instantly went silent. Never again, Sakura cursed in her mind. Never again. For a full 10 minutes they continued their walk in blessed silence. Whoa. As Sakura turned, she saw the quietest member of her group, gawking in wonder. She followed the girl train of sight and saw. She was looking at a massive rainbow monocles that had turned the village from a land of snow into a land of spring. They tower above the trees in the forest. What are those? Kiri demanded. Those are the reason why it's so nice here. The place used to be covered in snow, but the daimyo, father, built those things to turn to the land of spring. Cool, both sisters said. That of course led to a new round of bickering between them. Sakura simply led them down the path that they were on. They moved out of the forest and Sakura smashed saw the walls. The walls and the entrance that led into the village. And that is the village hidden in the springs. Huh. How original, Haruko said. Sakura agreed with the girl, but she kept it to herself, as she knew if she agreed with one of the twins, the other one would argue, and the both of them would start to argue. My mom told me this was a bad place, said Satomi. She told me that it was filled with missing names. It is, said Sakura, as she was rather surprised how nice the village looked. The Land of Rock tried to invade the country to take their generators, but the Land of Spring recruited all missing names that they could. After the war, they stayed on as ninjas of Land of Spring. So how come the Hokage sent us, said Carrie? Wouldn't that letter have been rather quicker? The Hokage did send a letter. She never got a reply. Two men were arguing by the gate. Excuse me. The taller one turned. Yeah? I'm looking for Naruto Uzumaki. Can you tell me where he is? The man glanced back toward his partner. Do you think he escaped yet? What time is it? The shorter one said. 2. Yeah, definitely. The both of them nodded. As they turned towards Sakura. A bar. A bar? It's 2 in the afternoon, said Sakura. Yeah, a bar, the tall man said. Which bar? Sakura asked. One of them, the shorter one said. As they went back to arguing, Sakura was confused. Don't you want to see my ID or something? She asked. Meh, the shorter one said. Cause any trouble and you will end up like those 3. Sakura glanced toward the man who was pointing and she nearly gagged. Beside the gate was 3 heads planted on pikes. The heads were still moving. Are they alive? Nah, the taller man said. It's some kind of genjutsu. At least that's what I tell myself. So that I won't be horrified to the brink of insanity. Yeah, the short man said. Now, go on. Sakura nodded weakly as she walked to the gate, as the guard spoke when she was walking by. Huh. She looked good for a mother of 3. Yeah, the taller one said. You would never know unless you look at her hips and ass. Sakura spun, ready to deal out necessary violence until she saw the shorter one was poking one of the heads with a stick. You guys hungry? He said. Stop giving them food. It all just end up in a rotting pile below them. The taller one told him. This village is screwed up, said Satomi. Sakura had to agree. Yeah. Time skip. How much bar can there be in one village? Sakura says she stomped her own. I'm more curious, why is there all packed at midday? Haruka said. Is this the hidden village of alcoholics or something? Well, there's another one, said Sakura. She pointed across the street. Someone burst through the swinging door and slammed into the wall over the other side. Another fight, Kiri stated. Maybe we should skip that one, said Satomi. That's a good idea. Sakura was about to lead her team away until a woman came through the swinging doors. She walked across the road and grabbed the man by his throat. As Sakura noticed the 3 whisker marks. Alright, asshole. What part of leave or die don't you get? The blonde woman with whisker marks said. The man sputtered something. The woman gripped him and tossed him. Hey Naruto, a voice called. Your transformation is failing. Oh crap. As he made several hand signs. Naruto? As Naruto turned his head. Sakura? As a passing man placed his hand together before he poof to show that he was Rumiko. Found you, jackass. As she slammed the fist into his face. I'm going to nail you to the seat as she grabbed him and disappeared. Huh? Said Karen. That's Naruto? I thought we were looking for a guy. Sakura sighed in annoyance. It's complicated, she said. It usually is, said Satomi. Time skip. Oh my head. As he was still in his girl form. What hit me? I did. As he realized that he was being dragged by Rumiko. How's your hand? He said. Tender, Rumiko said, and she grit her teeth. She released him as he realized that he was in his office. So how did you know that he was a clone doing the paperwork? Why don't you ask him yourself, said Rumiko. As Naruto pushed the newly repaired office door and went inside, his clone was sitting down, drinking sake with his foot up on the table. What happened, buddy? I told her. What? Said Naruto. Puh. Like if I'll do your paperwork, the clone said, as he took a sip. This is mutiny, said Naruto. How dare you betray your own subconscious? Quit being a drama queen. It's not like I turned you over to the enemy, the clone said, with a roll of his eyes. Besides, I'm you. So, why would I do your paperwork while you run off and play? With that, the clone dispelled, as Naruto walked around the deck still, in his female form and sat down. Remind me to look into some kind of loyalty seal. As he didn't hear anything from Rumiko as he looked up. She was looking at his chest. See something you like, he said. Yes, said Rumiko. As Naruto leaned over and grabbed a stack of papers, giving Rumiko a look down his shirt. You know, if you just let me use my clones, I'll get all this work done in no time. As there was no reply once again, he glanced up. Your nose is bleeding. Shut up, she said. My eyes are up here, Rumiko, he said. I'm not interested in your eyes, she said. Touché, said Naruto, as he dropped his technique. Rumiko pouted as he returned back to normal. If you're gonna be strapping my ass, at least give me some eye candy, Rumiko said. Sorry, no clone paperwork deal. I'm still looking up the practicality of having your clone sign your paperwork. Besides, as we were just reminded, your clones are not exactly loyal to you. Oh, and speaking about paperwork, as she held up a form. I already denied that request, said Naruto. See, it's got my stamp. The stamp is what I'm worried about. It says... Naruto paused. Wait. Sakura. What, said Rumiko. I saw Sakura. She's in the village, he said. Crap, how did I forget that? How hard did you hit me, he said. Pretty hard, Rumiko said. Who's Sakura? As there was a knock on the door. 1 second, Rumiko said. She moved towards the door. As Naruto saw a flash of pink. Sakura only managed to squeak in surprise as she was pulled and wrapped up in a tight hug. Sakura! Naruto, Sakura said. Hi, Sakura, he says. He pulled away. She couldn't help herself as her eyes flashed down and looked back up to his face. Well, someone has certainly grown. Come on in, said Naruto, as he sat on the office table and pointed towards a chair. As Sakura sat down, Naruto, she said. Yep. So, he's a guy now? Kira said, as Naruto turned his head and saw the 3 other kids. You had kids? They're not mine, Sakura snapped. Does it look like I have 3 kids? As Naruto opened his mouth, answer that and die, she said, as Naruto's jaw clipped shut. So then, you're a Jonin, he said. Yes, she said. Well, congratulations, Naruto said to her. She had to smile at him, grown up maybe. Wise up, no chance in hell. Hey, wait a minute, what are you doing here? I was told that this was the village leader office, said Sakura. It is, said Naruto. And as he turned, here she is. Meet Rumiko, our boss. It's a pleasure to meet you, said Sakura. Likewise, said Rumiko. Do you mind if we talk in private? Sakura asked, as Naruto glanced around the office. Sure, Rumiko can watch your Jennings. That's right. Tell your boss what to do, like you're in charge, said Rumiko, as she walked around the table and sat down in the plushy chair. Don't worry, she's used to dealing with immature brats. As Naruto led Sakura out of the office. Are they gonna be okay? I'm sure Rumiko will be just fine, said Naruto. What about my Jennings, said Sakura. So, how about a drink, said Naruto, as she noticed that he skipped her question. But she was sure the kids would be okay, as Naruto wouldn't let anything bad happen to kids. Sure, why not? Happy hours just started. Silly Sakura, said Naruto. In this village, every hour is happy hour. Meanwhile, as Rumiko leaned back in the chair, how could anything be so damn comfortable? Hey, don't touch that. I was just looking. Loudmouth one snapped as she jerked her hand away from a sword that she was about to grab. Show some respect, you fool. She's like the Hokage. There was a knock at the door, as it opened up to show Yue. Hey Rumiko, where's Naruto? I have some papers you need to sign. Rumiko sighed that she pinched a bit of her nose, as a bottle of sake simply rolled in her lap. As she looked up, she was glad the twins were arguing, and they did not heard Yue. Hey, why are you in Naruto's chair? He's up to something. So, Naruto is the leader. Rumiko snapped, as she turned her head slowly to see the 3rd member. This girl was so quiet she didn't even notice her. Jesus, are you really a Genin? Yes, the girl said. Wait, Naruto told the pink-haired chick that you were the boss? Said Yue. Like I said, he's up to something. As Rumiko looked towards a quiet Genin. Mention this to anyone else before Naruto mentioned it, and you will end up like Larry, Curly, and Mo. Who? The girl asked. The 3 heads at the gate, said Rumiko. A family, old jutsu, of mine. You did that? Yue said. Nice genjutsu. Actually, it's ninjutsu, said Rumiko. They're actually... Yue stick her fingers in her ears, as she started to mumble nonsense. I can't hear you because I don't want to know. As Rumiko pouted at that. She may not have been a bragger, but she does like to explain her family forbidden jutsu. Hey, can I sit down? Yui asked suddenly. Sure, said Rumiko. as she waved her hand at the chair in front of Naruto's desk. Actually, I was talking about... as she made a hand gesture. And Rumiko understood. Sure, she said as she pushed herself against the armrest, and Yui squished in beside her. The chair was actually big enough for the both of them, but Rumiko was not going to give her the chance of having Naruto's cute assistant and her former teammate, half sitting in her lap. Wow, said Yui. Yeah, said Rumiko, but her thoughts were not on the chair they were on. Yui, nice ass. There was a thud. Oops. As she turned to see the load mode 1, looking down towards the sword that embedded through the ground. Meanwhile, that was going on. This seems like a nice place, said Sakura. Isn't it, said Naruto. Well, the rumors about this place being full of missing ninjas. Well, isn't it? She asks. Well, those rumors are kind of complicated, said Naruto. Really? About only half of the people around us are missing ninjas. Then, who are these people? Refugees and vacationers, said Naruto, as he led Sakura into one of his favorite spots. When he did not feel like company, inside was a bit dark, as the lights were dimmed down, as he led her to his favorite table. What about all the missing names that were recruited during the war, said Sakura. Well, they're hardly missing in now, said Naruto. It must be stressful for Rumiko, said Sakura. I couldn't imagine leading people I could not trust. What makes you think that Rumiko does not trust them, Naruto said. They're missing names, Naruto, she said. They betrayed their village. Some villagers are worth betraying, said Naruto. Besides, not all of them are horrible people. Most of them were just genuines when they left their village. Brash, stupid, really arrogant and cocky. When he was over, Sakura smiled. I really miss you, Naruto, she said. I miss you too, he said with a smile. So you're joining with your own genin team now. I bet. You're an awesome medic too, he said, as Sakura blushed at the praise. What about you, she asked. Tsunade told me that you were studying under a steel master. Naruto felt his eye tick as he rubbed his wrist. Yeah, that prick, said Naruto. He was safe from further explanation as the waitress came up. Hey, Naruto. Hey, said Naruto. What do you want to eat, Sakura? What's good? Don't know, said Naruto. I only come here for booze. Time skip. Rumiko glanced up as the door to the office opened up, as Naruto stepped inside. You got that pink-haired chick to the inn? Yeah. Thanks for arranging that, said Naruto. I just need to get those brats out of my ear, said Rumiko. As Naruto gave her a stare, she quickly got from his chair, as he walked over and looked down at it. How big is your ass, he said. It was like two people were sitting in my chair. She glared at him. What happened? As Naruto started to do paperwork. Wait, you're actually doing paperwork? I didn't expect you to even come back tonight. As Naruto pulled out 2 bottles and gave her one, as she sat at the edge of his desk. She's an old friend, huh? In many ways, yes, said Naruto. I feel something when I saw her. Something? Rumiko said. Is the big bad forest fox gonna make googly eyes at the new chick? Asked Rumiko. As Naruto laughed at that. Probably not. Besides, it's not like that. When I see her, I remember all the people I left behind. I haven't thought of them in so long. I want to see them again, he said. The people I left behind, he repeated. These memories, it can be so confusing sometimes. Well, said Rumiko, I can't really blame you. I feel something myself when I look at her. You notice them too, huh? Said Naruto. I guess she was a late bloomer. But when she bloomed, I mean, damn, she really bloomed. You mean she didn't always have that pair of cantaloupes strapped to her chest? Asked Rumiko. Nope. Maybe she ended up taking notes from her teacher. Who? Tsunade. Wait, the legendary Sakura? Yep, said Naruto. If Sakura has cantaloupes, then Tsunade has goddamn watermelons. I have got to meet this lady, said Rumiko. How can you be such a boob hound? And you see 2 of them in the mirror every day. Well, don't get me wrong, my boobs are spectacular, but they're just that, my boobs. And it's not fun to play with them on your own. I've got nothing to say to that, said Naruto. So, what does she want? As Naruto blinked. Let me guess, you didn't ask. Did she say anything? As he still blinked. You know, said Rumiko, people don't tend to bring genuine teams on social calls. Why did you tell her I was a boss? You know I play my cards close to the vest, said Naruto. What if someone talk? No one in this village will talk to an outsider like that, said Naruto. Everyone here is too scared of me. Some might say loyal, said Rumiko. They're scared, said Naruto. Everyone's scared of me. Even me, said Rumiko. Especially you, said Naruto. As he got to his feet quickly, as he loomed over her. You're too smart to not be utterly terrified of me. She snorted and pushed him back as she took another drink. As Naruto grinned at her response. Anything major happened, he said. Takamai's back. As Naruto blinked at that. Really? The door burst open. Takamai. As a white-haired boy came in. I did it this time, said Takamai, as he pulled out a storage scroll. I definitely assassinated the right guy. As he pricked his finger and rubbed it on the scroll, there was a poof, and Naruto's office was filled with severed heads. He has got to be here. I went to the village that he told me about, and I killed every person there. Well, that's one way of doing it, said Naruto. Wait, is that a horse head? I kill all the animals as well, just in case, said Takamai. You know, said Rumiko, in any other village, you will be killed for this. Good thing, we don't live there, huh? As Naruto pulled out the bingo book and looked for the right head. Time skip. You didn't tell me that Naruto was such a fox. Sakura spat out the drink that she was drinking. That's one way of putting it, she squeaked. So, you think he's cute, huh? He's so far beyond cute, said Kari. Did you two have fun, she asked. Yes, it was good catching up with him, said Sakura, ignoring her genuine, blunt statement. You two didn't cause any trouble for Rumiko, did you? Are you kidding, said Kari. She was responsible for Larry, Curly, and Mo. Who? Said Sakura. The three heads at the gate. Haruka explained. The idiot almost cut a stack of papers in half with a blade. And she says she might do that to us. What? I wasn't anywhere near the sword when that happened, said Karen. You were holding it. Haruka snapped at her. When are we leaving? Sakura followed the instinct not to jump. She hated when Satomi did that. Leaving? Said Sakura. Yes, said Satomi. We're here to tell Naruto that he has been recalled. In the 5 hours that you guys were together, you did tell him at some point, right? Said Satomi. As Sakura scratched the back of her head. I'll tell him tomorrow. Sensei's got a crush. The two twins shouted and Sakura lost her patience. She was only human. The punch sent them straight to bed. Time skip. Yui was confused. There was light under Naruto's door. There was light in his office. Something was wrong. Because it was 8 in the morning. There has never been a case where Naruto has been there until 11. So whoever was in his office, as she pulled a scent ball from her hair, was going to find himself paralyzed and then answered several questions. She kicked the door open and launched her needle before even looking. Because there was no way that Naruto could be in there. But she looked up and realized that she would probably die because she launched the needle towards her boss. Without even looking, Naruto caught it and placed it down on the table. You're too slow, Yui, he said. You're just too fast, she said, as she composed herself. What are you doing here? Signing papers, said Naruto. Rumiko said that she's sick. Don't you usually just leave and drink when she's sick? Didn't feel like it, said Naruto. Give me my cigarette. Huh? My cigarette, said Naruto, as he tapped his ear. She was confused as she reached up, as she felt something hot when she touched her ear. As she reached up carefully and removed the cigarette, she blinked in confusion. You threw a cigarette 10 feet, with enough accuracy to put it through my ear loop. You're a freak, she said. I'm a monster, not a freak, said Naruto. She looked at the stack of papers done. Oh, I see, she said. Huh? You see what, said Naruto. You had your clone sign all of these, while Rumiko was not here. He puffed on his cigarette. I would keep that theory to myself if I were you, okay? She nodded. Good, said Naruto as he leaned back in his chair. All done. You know, you're getting sneaky, said Yui. Maybe they were right to make you the boss after all. I'm only sneaky to get out of paperwork, as he stretched his limbs. So what's the plan for today if you're not gonna lead Rumiko around the city to chase you? As Naruto snubbed his cigarette out in his ashtray. I was thinking of screwing off and drinking, he said. You don't say, said Yui. As Naruto nodded as he opened his window. You have a door, you know? I'm a ninja, said Naruto. Normal people would use the door. I, on the other hand, will continue to use my window to access my 4th floor office, he said. Well, that's one of your better quirks at least, said Yui. Time skip. Sakura was sitting in a small restaurant. A smile came on her face when she saw him, Naruto, as he made his way towards her. Hey Sakura, he says, he sat down across from her. as he took off his orange jacket. Pretty hot out today, huh? She was about to answer but her eye fell on a tattoo on Naruto's left arm. What's that? As he made a glance towards his hand. It's a tattoo, he said. That's a crest. Of the land of spring, said Sakura. She studied the design. There was also another chain tattoo, but she was looking at the crest. Yeah, so, said Naruto. Naruto, you're a ninja sworn to the village, hidden in a leaf. You can't wear another village crest. Why not, said Naruto. It's my body. I can do what I want with it. Sakura grew in annoyance as she rubbed her temples. Why couldn't Naruto ever be agreeable? Just keep it hidden when we go back, she said. A nearby man chuckled a bit. No, he's just gonna run around showing off, just to spite you. Naruto grinned as he scratched the back of his head. Probably, he said. Hey, wait a minute. Did you just say go back? I'm here to tell you that you have been recalled, said Sakura. The Chunin Exams are being held in our village, and Tsunade has ordered all ninja abroad to return home and help out. As Naruto thought over something. Sorry, no can do, he said. Naruto, I'm afraid that this is not a request your Hokage is ordering you to return back to the village hidden in a leaf. I'm sure you guys can deal with it. I've got a lot of work to do around here, he said. Sakura blinked in confusion. Did he not understand that this was an order? Naruto, she said, but before she could say anything else, a blur slammed into Naruto. As she curled around him, Naruto, she said with excitement. As Sakura looked at the red head that was all over him. I got great news. My dad is coming. Your dad? Said Naruto. Yeah, the girl said. I told him all about you. He can't wait to meet you in person. Isn't that great? As Naruto paused. Tell him to send me a letter from the village, hidden in a leaf. What? The red-haired girl said. Yeah, that's right. This lady right here is my old teammate, and she's here to bring me back to my old village, said Naruto. As Sakura raised the eyebrow, as he referred to it as his old village. Come on, Naruto, the girl whined. You know my dad, he travels so much that if you don't meet him now, you might never meet him. Oh, I'm sorry, that's just terrible, said Naruto. But I have to go. Well, Sakura, let's get moving, he said. Time skip. As Naruto led Sakura through the bright, cheery village. Naruto, I don't think that you fully understand the situation here, said Sakura. Oh, I do, said Naruto. You see that chick dad? He's one scary bastard. And I slept with his daughter. Trust me, I understand. Well, some people just don't get no strings attached. What's wrong with those few words they cannot comprehend, said Naruto. I meant about Tsunade order, she growled in anger. When the Hokage called, you cannot say no. Well, I did, said Naruto. We're going to have to talk to Rumiko, he said. Why? To tell her I'm leaving. Sensei. As Naruto saw Sakura joining team, he still hadn't bothered to learn their names. This place is great. Hot springs are everywhere. Well, duh, said Naruto. Why else would we call it the village hidden in springs? Do you think it's because it's in the springs? We're more original than that. A brawl spilled out of one of the bars as he got onto the street. This is the third fight we've seen today. One of the twins spoke up. It's been a slow day, said Naruto as he checked his watch. Oh, never mind. It's still noon. Huh. Really not used to being up this early. Is there any reason why so much people here drink? The other twin asked. You have to have a reason, said Naruto. Well, here's one for you. It's Tuesday. As he simply walked past along with Sakura, as the Jennings followed. You never wonder why everyone in this village drink. I mean the bar back home. They don't open until at least 6. Naruto nearly tripped and dropped on his face as he caught himself. Wait, what? As he looked towards the twin that spoke. The bar don't open until 6, the twin said. A man accidentally bumped into Naruto as Naruto grabbed him and threw him across the road, ignoring the man's cries of apology. A few restaurants serve alcohol though, but they can't serve it until about 10. Holy shit, said Naruto, as he thought about his options. On one hand, there was the redhead father. On the other hand, alcohol would be limited to him. Oh well, lack of booze never tried to castrate me. Time skip. Rumiko had a secret. She was utterly terrified of her boss. Some of the days she couldn't even bear herself looking at him. As that is why she was currently yelling at him. Go away, I'm sick. Look pretty healthy to me, said Naruto. As Rumiko threw an empty bottle towards him as he dodged it. I hope that was empty. As she was talking to him, she just wanted to scream and run away in fear. As she had to put on a brave face though, when you were dealing with monsters. What the hell do you want now, Naruto, she asked. I have to go back to the village hidden in a leaf. Why? I've been recalled. What for? The Chunin Exams. The Hokage is calling on for a ninja, said Naruto. He glanced behind him. Give me a second. As he stepped inside Rumiko's apartment as she shrank away. As he closed the door. I need you to take over for me. Not a problem, she said. How long are you going to be gone? Not sure, said Naruto. Take Yasuo with you. He needs to get that job done in the land of fire. As Naruto grinned turned wicked. Kitty, he said. Try not to waste too many resources on killing one cat, she said. You know me, said Naruto. That's exactly what I'm talking about. If I find out that you order Yasuo to spend more money to kill that damn thing than we made from the job, I'm going to turn you into a smear on the wall. Even if I make up difference, said Naruto. You can't be serious, said Rumiko. I am serious, said Naruto. Time skip. Everything okay? As they walk away from the apartment. Yeah, said Naruto, everything's fine. We have one more person to see though. Can't we stay for a few more days? I love the hot springs, Kara said. They're pretty nice, her twin said. You can all stay here, said Naruto. I think I'll be just fine without Jenny and escort. Where are you going? Sakura asked. I'm gonna go see Yuki, said Naruto. Yuki who? Kara asked. Do you have a girlfriend? As Naruto laughed at that. Girlfriends are way too much trouble, he said. Yuki. As in Yuki. Fuzikaze. I know that name from somewhere, said Kara, as she stretched her chin. She's a daimyo of the Land of Springs, Satomi said. No, that's not it, said Kara. Oh yeah, she's Princess Gil, isn't she? As Naruto simply nodded. Can I come, please? Please, please, said Kara. You're Jennings. As he turned and walked away after saying that. You three stay here and don't cause any trouble, said Sakura. The doors behind her burst open off the bar as another fight started. Huh. You mean don't cause any more trouble, Kara said. But guys, be in subscribe right here. If you enjoy seeing 1 see part 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episode over Anime King 2 of What If Naruto Rewrote the Past, guys, and enjoy that new series for you guys to enjoy. And over in Anime King 3, I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto Was the Perfect Experiment. So go ahead and check out that and enjoy. And also guys, remember for new to go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all for helping and support. Remember to comment down below and tell me for new. I'll be replying talking back to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, I'm out for now. See you guys soon. Peace.